I said to the venue. Trading can be a lonely game, but it doesn't have to be. You have to be able to set goals way bigger than yourself. Yes. How's it going? Careful. I'll be seeing you soon. Think about it like this. Any rational individual that's learning to trade, starting a business, would give up. That's why you've got to be a little bit unhinged. You have to be a little bit crazy. There's over 100 people here today just at our casual meetup. We've put something on a little bit more special for today, but it just makes me realise, 7 years ago when this started out, the vision was always to make a global impact and build a very special infrastructure, an infrastructure that no one else in the industry has. And we 100% have that without a shadow of a doubt, without question. But to be able to put things like this on, knowing that it's going to change people's lives, that is like a true purpose, because people are expecting this to just be a standard meetup. This is going to be way bigger than just a meetup. So we've surprised them. This is not even working. We've surprised them with a few things today that I think are going to be really impactful, because we're at the mid-year point. No time to mess around now. We've made massive changes on the infrastructure of our fund. We've been working very, very hard in the background. Right, we've got a team member here. We've got Mr. Ghasari, Ibrahim Insari. Sorry, that's his trader name. Right, so no, we're looking forward to it. What about yourself, Ibi?
Yeah, I'm excited. I love speaking to people as a whole, so just meeting new people here today is going to be a really good experience. Well, especially the fact that they've got different trading experiences, so it's going to be wicked.
Likewise, how are you? Good. How's it going? I'll see you again. Well. How are we? Good to see you, gents. Yes. How are you?
How are you?
Good to see you. Good. Likewise.
Nice to meet you.
How are we?
Right.
Biggest meetup to date. We've got people that have flown in from different parts, from Canada, all over Europe. This is going to be a slightly different style meetup. So usually, so you have a bit of an insight, you've probably seen behind the scenes where we'll go to coffee shops, networking. I think it's really important, right? Talking to people that are on the same mission as you. But we thought it's the mid-year point. This is a time to check in and recalibrate, recharge, get refocused and aligned on who you need to become, what you need to do, what the key goals and objectives are. If you're funded, what is the next level for you? If you're scaling up your personal account, what is the next level for you? Simone, how are you? You good? Good to see you again, bro. He was at the Wealth Creation Mastermind. This is a bit of a different meetup style. Do you know what's crazy? So on the first meetup, it was 8 people in Manchester. So eight people, so it's a real feeling. Right, so we've got a few more people coming and then we're going to get into this meetup. So I don't want to spoil anything for everyone, so everything's filling up nicely. We've probably got about another 50 people to come through. It's going to be wicked.
I can't believe how much of a community that's what I've been to events before. Obviously people mingle, but the way that everyone talks to one another and mingles, I like the way that you approach people. There's a personal touch to it, and I really like that. I really like that. It's genuine care. Yeah, it's genuine. Yeah.
Different backgrounds, different stories. The great thing is as well, they're not all brand new, so they have traded before. So I'm excited to hear their own stories. I just like speaking to people generally, so any chance I get to speak to people, I love it.
Well, this is what it's about. You remember the very first meetup? I mean, you came to the second one, right?
Yeah.
But the very, very first meetup we done was in Manchester, so this is a little bit more. It's a little bit more.
Can you hear me?
It's meetup day.
So I know we did a conference a couple of years ago when we had a few hundred people, but in terms of meetups, I think this is the biggest. And it's a good amount of people where we can have real conversations and, speak to every single person. So like I said before, is after this, make sure you talk to every single person, get yourself out of your comfort zone. The hard part is done, you're here now. A lot of you on the way here might have thought, should I come, should I not? The hard part's done. After this, get yourself out of your comfort zone and talk to every single person. And then for the first time ever, we have a collaboration, so we have a sponsor with the broker. So for Trade Nation, so we've got Andy, Mary and Josh just over there, and they've sponsored this event. So we met them a couple of months ago. They reached out to us back in December, and so Mark and I met them. We went to their offices, we understood a bit about the broker, they're regulated, we saw their team in the UK, what they're doing. A lot of our values aligned, right? Their values are aligned with ours, and I thought, what better way to get them to sponsor the event.
I'm really pleased to be here, and I'm one of the directors of Trade Nation, and I'm delighted to be sponsoring this. I was a professional trader or semi-professional trader for about 15 years of my career. Trade Nation is just proud to be here and sponsoring a community like you guys. Please feel free to come up and ask us anything. It'll be a pleasure to answer any questions.
Welcome everyone. Good to see you all here. So again, first meet-up, show of hands, just so I can get a familiar. Yeah, perfect. Brilliant. So you've probably seen from before our typical meetups, coffee shop. Ibrahim alluded to it earlier. We wanted to do something a little bit special and let you know what we've been working on for a period of time now. You're going to understand more about the broker side of things. What we thought this would be a great opportunity. We always know that broker side of the industry is always a little bit taboo. You know, our traders trading against each other. So whatever questions you have, they're more than open to answer them. So this is in no order. You guys know that I've been talking about the strategy refinement for a period of time. So me, Ibby, Friday night, we're doing calls very regularly. Me, Ibby and Abdu, we're always testing and doing things. So the 4-hour swing model, just out of curiosity, who's ever come from a swing style? Falcon app, I'll leave Ib, he's going to talk about that a little bit later on. Falcon Yacht Party, who firmly believes they're going to be at the yacht party this year? Just show of hands. Whoever that is, they're definitely coming. Yeah. Who was that? I'm interested. Show him. Yeah, there he is. How many times have you heard me say foot on the gas? Probably, like, if we was to number, 100, 200? Yeah, exactly. Right. There's a reason as to why, and I'll explain it when we get to the exercise part, and it will make a lot more sense.
So I think it was 2019? 2019, I had a friend, some of you know that basically he was in the finance industry, and I said to him at the time, I'm looking to get private investor capital. And how does that work, etc. Obviously you'd explained to me already the whole process of it. But he said you've got to make sure you've got a license because the banks are going to clamp down on it and you can probably get done for it, whatever. So I messaged Mark and he goes, first and foremost, if you're managing more than one person's money, you need a license. Mike's gone, is it? Yeah,
you're back.
Managing more than one person's money, you need a license. But don't worry about it, I've got it sorted. There's going to be something where Falcon students have got money to trade with that they can obviously scale up. And I didn't know about prop firms at the time as well. They were around, I think, in 2019, but they weren't really popular. And then lo and behold, a year and a half later, we've got the fund.
I know at month 3, you're 25% of the way there. So there is a 99% chance you're going to go, I'm not where I want to be, or I feel like I'm not where I want to be. So you're going to make silly changes to your trading plan, to your behavior. You're not going to be patient on the bigger picture. And then sometimes we just have to bring it back to common sense. It's a strange thing to tame your passion, but you have to be able to tame it, because you can be too eager that you almost become a little bit desperate, and you don't want, the market will sniff out desperation very quickly. You don't want to be desperate towards your goals. So what I would love for you to do next 10-15 minutes, talk to each other and just have a conversation, have that mastermind effect where you can genuinely say, look, I'm either on track, this is what I'm doing. Be honest with each other. If you haven't been doing what you're doing, what's the game plan for it? And what's that vision for you guys that you want to achieve, and what is the incremental numbers? And I want you to get comfortable talking about numbers as well, and you'll see that after.
Keep in mind, imagine you wake up tomorrow, you're profitable, and you can trade, you've got all the money that you want to trade with, you've got like every materialistic thing that you want, watches, cars, everything's done. What do you believe that you're going to do next? And I'm not talking about what you're going to invest in, I'm trying to help you understand what you think your purpose in life is, and how is trading as a vehicle going to help you get there.
People aren't specific enough on their vision, so they'll say things like, for example, I want freedom, but they won't specify what freedom actually is. And I made a joke, I said, if you want freedom, you'll be homeless. So there's got to be more to it than just financial freedom or freedom as a whole, as a layman's term. So now they're getting in a lot of granular detail as to where they want to go. It's like setting off from your house and not having a destination. You're going to get lost, and you're going to get demotivated and derailed. So once they've got a clear destination in mind and they specify it, then accompanying struggle is easy.
Big Tommy Thorpe, what do you love about trading? What do you do for a living? I've always wanted to do that one. What do you do for a living?
I can't say
How much did you make this year?
I can't say that on camera.
No, Jay, how have you found the day?
Bro, incredible, man. I mean, this is definitely the biggest one we've had.
Yeah.
Definitely the biggest one we've had. And I love it, the fact that, the other ones have been casual, and some of them are needed, because obviously you've said in the past, and I've seen it, if it's a little bit too formal, people will back out. So the fact that we've built up to this, and you can just see, man, the energy's been high. Considering we've been here for 3 hours, I've just checked my time, people have been non-stop talking, man. But yeah, it's been amazing.
It's flown by.
Been
It's the mastermind effect, right? The mastermind effect of being surrounded by people that are on the same mission as you and are genuinely serious about it as well. We're talking about the numbers. Look at how much in reaching distance it is for so many traders. All they need to be trading is like 300-400k, and they start living an exceptional life. It's within reaching distance with what we've got. Right, Falcon Investors. Like, we just keep adding more layers. So if people thought that we were done, we're not done. We are not finished.
We first met. Well, first time I met you in person was at the Manchester meetup last year in May. At that point, I was 6 months into joining Falcon. So I went through the 6 months of learning. I hadn't executed a single trade.
Interesting.
So anyway, 2 weeks after that, I had a coaching call with Ibi. And Ibi just give me a trading plan. He said, just do it. Just like, a little bit of small capital. That's something that you can afford to play with and just practice on the charts. So I started in June of last year, my very first trade. I had a bit of beginner's luck. And then I went through 3-4 months of losing and then into break even. Now I'm consistently profitable. So for the last 4 months, I've been consistently profitable. I'm in an FTMO challenge at plus 7%.
Nice.
So wish me luck. Still going.
No luck involved. Tell you what, the difference from when I first met you, because I remember where we spoke right by the doorway.
Yeah.
I remember the difference of how hesitant you were then to how much you've progressed. Big props.
No, I appreciate
Seriously.
it. Thank you.
It's nice for me to see that.
No, thank you.
Because you can recognise it when someone's actually applied the work versus they come to the meetup as the same individual they was last time. You've made a big change. How's it going? How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise.
Very nice.
How have you found the day?
Oh, great, great.
Yeah.
So excited, buzzing, everybody good attitude.
I'm pleased to hear that.
Great.
We're really happy just to meet you finally in person.
Likewise. It's really important to me to meet people face to face, So you get the real feeling of everybody in here, and we're human, we are real. We've got more things coming as well. We're always working on things.
That's great.
We like to surprise you. That's what I want everyone to aspire towards, that you don't need to be trading millions to live that life that you love. Like, it's so much closer than you think, because it can be quite lonely. So to be able to connect with some people that you can see, oh, they've stayed committed. That's a nice feeling to know you're on the right track. Versus, imagine every single time you see just new faces. It's like no one's staying committed, but that's not the case. How about yourself? How have you found it today? First meetup? Yeah.
Really good.
Where did you come in from?
Geneva.
Oh, Geneva. Oh, wow. Thank you for making the effort from Geneva. Is this your first meetup as a whole in trading? Wow. So you met some incredible people?
Yeah.
Friends for life now?
Yeah.
2 days. I'll do 3 days. And then it just slowly up straight.
The thing when it comes to Falcon, it just makes everything so easy for you. There's so much simplicity. So obviously we've had the Falcon mechanics which have come out recently. So it just simplifies the process so much. It allows you to understand, how do I get into the positions? How do I manage the positions? How do I get out of the positions safely? You're still managing your risk. So it's taking the guesswork out of it completely.
So for me, it's been Rewired, the Rewired program. It's really shown me how or what it takes to be able to think like a professional trader. And going through the program multiple times, like Mark says, in a different unit at a time, it's a slow process, but you will eventually start to get these mini breakthroughs.
It's a mentorship program at the end of the day, so you're constantly being held accountable. You're trading in one system, you're around people that connect with you, with your beliefs and values. So it's definitely helped me grow. Not just as a trader, but as a person as well. When you go into the trading world on your own, it's very easily to get wrapped up into everybody else's system and belief with trading. I know at the minute there's like a lack of belief with psychology. Psychology plays a massive role into it, not just learning how to trade a system, but how to keep performing whilst you're winning as well and holding on to the wins.
Rewired has helped massively, though I think I've definitely changed a lot as a person, so come out of my comfort zone so much, and I think Rewired has helped a lot with that.
So you have the Rewired, which keeps you consistency, gives you the discipline, it teaches you everything you need to know psychology-wise to keep you in the game. Then you have the mechanics, which has just refined everything. So there's no more guessing, there's no what is this, what's that, everything is laid out in front of you for you to follow.
There's so much content laid out that there's a direct path towards a consistent profitable trader. Like, you have no stone left unturned. So there's a clear guideline. You have Mark there as a mentor that will give you this advice on these niche situations that you won't have any point where you're like, oh, what do I do? You have the guidance there.
Like what Wasim was saying, it has everything laid out for you. You've got every single day there's something to watch, or there's a bit of content to really watch or to engage in. You've got obviously the Sunday markets, you've got FX Live, you've got the midweeks, you've got everything. So in terms of all of that, the infrastructure that's there, you have it all.
Being fairly new into Falcon, having traded strategies before, when reviewing the Falcon mechanics, the level of detail it goes into, the step-by-step procedure it goes into. I think the order of everything that mechanics has been done as well. It's been done very specifically, and how it's really going to help you, trade the strategy effectively. Sorry.
So I start off with saying it's not so much the trade in itself. It's more so what it's taught me in life, and just how Mark always says, it's consistency across the board.
Rewire takes the time to reframe your mind, change your belief system. Will take your time. So the sooner you get rewired, the sooner you can start working on your mind. You get more self-conscious about your thoughts, about your behavior. Falcon has all the infrastructure that you could, all the content that you want. I've been in Falcon for a long time. All the content shifting into more simple, more personal.
You can't go about it on your own. You can't go on a solo journey, so you have to find the right mentor. And I realised that Mark was very consistent for years. He was very consistent in his messaging. He never changed. He never flaunted the lifestyle. And I could tell this guy can flaunt the lifestyle, but he never did. But the community is awesome. I've met some amazing people in here, and nobody is selfish. Everybody gives their time, and I pass that back to newer traders coming into the industry now.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
If you just print out losing trades, how are you going to determine whether they are good trades or bad trades if you've got nothing to measure themselves against? So what you then do is you go back through all the missed positions that were winning trades, yeah? All the missed positions that were winning trades that obviously are meeting your plan. You have to reflect it with your plan all the time. Just compare the two, then you got your answer. Then you know what not to look for and what to look for. That's it. And then when you revise that every night, when you print it out, it's in a booklet, you revise it, eyes rehearse it, you think when you see that in the market, you're not going to switch on next time. Then you won't have this thing of, oh man, this structure looks a bit like different, I don't know what to do. I know, like I say in webinars, it's uncommon structure, I'm not trading it. But how would I know that if I've not rehearsed my setups?
Do you know what I do that always helps me if something bad happens, and it not necessarily like bad as in like dire, but it just didn't go as well? I instantly think about what is the silver lining to this, but I genuinely now look for it. If I jump on a call with a lawyer and we're trying to sort something out, there's many times like, that's not possible. I'm like, that's going to be tricky now, what do I need to do? And then something won't happen, and then I know that, right, I'm looking forward to who am I going to talk to, what's the next conversation, and something better will happen. Have you ever been in a situation, I remember when I was younger, that I would do this. You have money that you shouldn't spend, but you spend it on stuff to feel better anyway, right? So you could be in a bad situation, and to cope with a bad situation, you spend more, right? Because you're like, I just need to temporarily deal with this little bit. This is what happens. So it's not a logical thing, it's an emotional thing. That's why when we talk about the grand plan, master vision, golden number, that's why I tell every single one of you, you need to know what is your self-sufficiency, what is your number that takes care of outgoings, how much money do you invest into yourself, how much money you save in, you need to know what that is. You want to treat this like a business, you need to operate like a business. Right people, so we are towards the end of the day. We've spoken about so many topics. I'm sure you guys have seen behind the scenes. A lot of things that have come to mind that I think that has been really brilliant today is the level of focus and clarity that people have over their long-term goals. We spoke about some really important things. Personal capital, prop firm capital, and investor capital. We have everything. So in the six-figure club, what the guys and girls now understand, they know they can work towards that, knowing they can level up their skill set, level up their mindset, and be in a position that when they're trading six figures on the in-house fund, they're going to have access to opportunities that they wouldn't have access elsewhere. And I think for us, providing that infrastructure, knowing that, look, you guys are safe. All you need to do is crack on, follow the procedure, trust in the process, level everything up and put yourself in a position when you're doing well, not only are you going to build your personal account, but also build up your prop firm capital, whether it's just with us and third party. You're also going to position yourself with people that are vetted, that are going to be able to invest into you. So you can have more of those one-to-one bespoke agreements as well. I'm very proud that we've been able to achieve that. It's taken a long time, there's a lot of infrastructure to put in place, but we're committed to doing it. So for me, it is an incredible milestone to be able to do that. And I'm so confident now to the end of the year, Falcon Yacht Party in Dubai, it is going to be exceptional. Full steam ahead.